BRAINY presents Normalized Traps of Modern Life Most People Accept. There's a strange kind of silence underneath modern life. You may not notice it at first, as it hides beneath the noise we call progress. But it's there, in the form of that faint, hollow feeling that something about the way we live isn't real anymore. You follow the routine, do what everyone else does. The days blur together, and you tell yourself, this is just how life is. But somewhere deep down, you know you've traded something. You just can't remember when the trade happened. And that's because it didn't happen all at once. It was gradual. A small compromise here, a shortcut there. The kind of changes that feel harmless until they don't. These are the normalized traps. The quiet designs that keep modern life running exactly as it's meant to. Let's talk about them in no particular order. The freedom trap. We're told we're free, yet almost every choice is constrained by invisible walls. Yeah, you can live how you want to, as long as you keep paying for the privilege. You can move, but only where you're allowed to go. You can speak your mind until you can't afford to lose your job. The system doesn't stop you, but it sure makes rebellion inconvenient. It's hard to fight for liberty when rent is due, when your credit score dictates your options, and when your livelihood depends on behaving just right. Most people aren't free, they're just distracted enough not to notice the boundaries closing in. The debt trap. Debt is the quiet engine of modern civilization. It keeps the economy humming and people obedient. From student loans to mortgages to credit cards, we've normalized financial servitude as a way of life. It's even marketed as empowerment. But for most, it's actually a leash, one that doesn't need chains, just your signature. And you're never supposed to be completely free of it. The trick is to keep you comfortable enough to stay quiet, too broke to stop working, too exhausted to question why you're working. It's a perfect control mechanism. If you owe money, you're less likely to take risks. The convenience trap. The more convenient life gets, the less capable we become. Our routines, shopping, and even our thinking now run through a handful of corporations that quietly shape how we live. Think Amazon, Uber Eats, Google, or anything smart. They make life easier while training us to be reliant on them. Why cook if you can just order in? Why bother learning if search engines fill in the blanks? Thinking critically? For what? The algorithm already knows what you like or need. It starts with convenience, but ends with dependence. And the worst part is, you don't even notice the shift happening. The consumerism trap. Corporations have learned to exploit emptiness. They manufacture desire, then sell you meaning in the form of products. It works because buying gives a temporary illusion of control, of self-expression. But it's never enough. You buy something to fill a gap, then feeling complete again the moment something newer and better comes out. It's engineered that way. The entire economy thrives on dissatisfaction. If people were genuinely fulfilled, half the marketplace would collapse overnight. So the ads never stop, and the dopamine never ends. You keep spending, trying to fill a void that was designed to never close. The entertainment trap. We've never been more stimulated and more numb at the same time. Every second can be filled with music, reels, podcasts, and shows that autoplay before you even decide. Entertainment has replaced boredom, but it's also replaced reflection. You're never alone with your thoughts long enough to hear what they're saying. Again, it's by design. When your mind is constantly fed, it stops digesting. And as long as you're entertained, you won't question anything. It's the modern-day bread and circuses. The expertise trap. Knowledge used to be something you explored. Now it's something you're handed. Experts and fact-checkers became gatekeepers of truth and turned public trust into a monopoly. People no longer use their own common sense because they've been conditioned to outsource thinking to someone with a credential and a microphone. And when the credential system centralizes knowledge, questioning it gets you labeled as ignorant or a conspiracy theorist. After all, the less people think for themselves, the easier it is to decide what they should think. The education and career trap. You spend your youth chasing grades, your 20s chasing credentials, your 30s chasing promotions, only to realize you've been running on a treadmill the entire time. The career grind is nothing but an endless ladder climb for a sense of purpose and social status. Work hard now, enjoy life later. But later never comes. Most of the time, the ladder only leads to sheer exhaustion. You give your best years to systems that see you as replaceable. And by the time you wake up, the trade feels irreversible. The democracy trap. If you thought politics is about governing, think again. You're told democracy gives you a voice, but your choice is pre-filtered by corporate money, media control, and lobbying. You vote, but the real decisions are made long before ballots are counted. And the point is never to actually fix anything, but to keep you emotionally invested in a system that thrives on your division. You're encouraged to pick a side, hate the other, and believe that outrage equals action. All the while, the same institutions quietly tighten their grip. Left, right, red, blue, it's all managed opposition. The health and wellness trap. Healthcare is a business model built to manage you. Chronic conditions are profitable, repeat prescriptions are reliable, and prevention is bad for business. Simply put, you're meant to survive, not thrive. Then there's the wellness industry, the prettier twin of the same machine. The system burns you out, and the wellness market sells you coping tools, from essential oils to powders, supplements, and apps, each promising relief, none fixing the cause. You're not supposed to heal, just cope elegantly enough to stay productive. The subscription trap. Ownership is quietly disappearing too. You used to buy music, now you stream it. Instead of owning software, you rent access. Even cars are starting to come with monthly unlocks for features that already exist. A few dollars here and there. The subscription model sounds harmless until you realize it's actually about control. Ownership gave people autonomy. Subscriptions give corporations power. They now want to sell you a product and control your access to it too, indefinitely. The dating trap. Dating apps manage to turn intimacy into inventory and people into profiles. Connection used to mean risk. Now it's an algorithmic shopping spree. You can filter, swipe, and discard without ever meeting anyone's eyes. Everyone's replaceable, so no one's truly known. Real connection takes time, effort, and most importantly, vulnerability. All things incompatible with instant gratification, managed through platforms that sell attention rather than affection. The safety trap. Fear has become the new form of social currency. It justifies everything, from surveillance to censorship to dependency. And every time something goes wrong, the solution is always more control. Of course, you're made to believe it's for your protection, but what's really being protected is the hierarchy that benefits from your obedience. Safety, when sold by authority, always comes at a price. And that's your privacy, your voice, and your right to think for yourself. Most of these traps don't feel like traps. That's what makes them so effective. They look like progress, and for a while, they make life easier. But slowly, they start to shape who you are, what you think, and even what you're allowed to want. The question is, what can you do about it? While you can't really opt out of the system entirely, you can start seeing it for what it is. Awareness breaks hypnosis, while questioning reclaims agency. And the moment you stop trading freedom for comfort, the system starts to lose its grip. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real revolution. What do you think? Share your thoughts in comments below. If this made you think, give it a like and share it with someone who might need to hear it. For more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching.